inside, outdoors, hunting big game. I come alive before opening day. It's a twisted addiction that calls my name. I gotta get inside, outdoors, hunting big game.
Like all dreams, they've got to start somewhere, and what you guys are getting ready to see is honestly where the Inside Outdoors TV dream began. This is the first show that Tim and I ever put together from beginning to end to see if Inside Outdoors TV was going to be a reality.
That's right.
And we did this from camera work all the way through the editing.
This actually became our pilot show. It's the show we used to submit to the network to get approval and get on the air. It's the show that we sent out to all of our friends and family and had them pass around to get feedback on where to go, and it just seemed to work out perfect.
And that's just it. We had so many people that got a chance to see the program long before it was on air, and the only product they had seen was this show, and they begged us to air it.
So I hope you guys enjoy it.
You know, we're fortunate enough to spend a lot of time in the outdoors every year, but let's face it, usually that means a road trip of some kind. I mean, most places we go, we have to leave a day in advance just to get there and get things set up. So when we get a chance to hunt somewhere close to the house, we are all about it. That was the case in this particular hunt. We probably weren't 2.5, 3 hours from the house. We decided to sleep in our own beds, throw some stuff in the truck, just get up a little early and head down. We were trying to get there before daylight, but as usual, we were late. So we got there a little after daylight, but it turned out to be a great hunt. How you doing this morning? Can I get a receipt, Joe?
If you just have to, I guess I'll let you.
I guess I need one. Thanks, bud. Appreciate it. We're gonna try to kill us a hog this morning, see if we can't change the population situation around here. So come on, let's go get after it. Even though it was well after daylight when we got to Atoka, we didn't waste any time. We threw on our camouflage, I grabbed my bow, Tim grabbed the camera and the slug gun, and we headed off down into the woods looking for these hogs. And it didn't take us long to find a lot of signs to tell us they were around. That's a pig track. That's a little piglet track there. That's what we're looking for. There's tons of them up and down the edge of this. There's some standing water in here. It's stagnant. They like to get in here and waller. This is what we've been looking for. What we're doing is we're slipping up this creek bottom and around these standing pools of water. There's just tons of activity. These hogs like to get in here and eat on this underbrush and stuff and these briars and junk. I'm using my binoculars to glass, and so hopefully we can spot some and try to do a stalk. Let my diamond do the work. I see a lot of big tracks right down there in that mud. There's a good crossing for them. They've been coming through here quite a bit. Looks like a good shallow spot down there we can cross them. Let's go down. I can hear one. I can hear him. Grunting and stuff. You know, we had gone probably about a mile and a half up this long creek bottom following sign the whole way. And we got so close to the hogs, we could actually hear them up in front of us, but we just couldn't get a visual on them. And by the time we had moved around this berm to where I knew that we should be able to see where these hogs were, they were gone. And we didn't know exactly what had happened. We didn't know if they'd heard us or smelt us or what, but when we moved just a little bit farther, we got out in this clearing, and it turns out we weren't the only ones in the woods hunting the hogs that day. Whew, that was pretty close. We had two of them come right back here. They were trying to circle us. That one's sticking around. The other two ran off. It's a good thing we got this slug gun, because that could have gotten pretty nasty pretty quick, because, you know, pack syndrome, or if you will. They tried circling us, you know. They had one out front, and two of them come in here real close behind us. This dog's looking around. There'll be another one around. And we're miles. I mean, it's probably a mile and a half to a road that way, and probably 4 that way, 4 miles that way, and I couldn't even tell you that direction. I mean, we're in the middle of nowhere. So I know these dogs, they didn't just get here from, they didn't just run off the porch this morning. Once I realized I might actually need that slug gun, I wanted to make sure that thing was dialed in.
I'm gonna shoot this slug gun. The slugs that I've got this gun sighted in for, I ran out of right before this trip, so I've got some other slugs, and I don't know exactly where they're gonna hit, so they shouldn't be too far off. I'm gonna give it a try, but these are 3-inch, and I almost shoot 2 3/4, so I don't know this thing's liable to stomp me in the ground. Oh my word! Oh. I am. Oh, that crushed me. Oh, oh, that hurts so bad. Oh, oh, oh my Lana.
Nice shot.
Me, not really. If I was shooting that big old pig or something, big old hog, I probably wouldn't notice it quite as much. Let me shoot one of those 2 3/4. Hold that. Yep, I learned my lesson.
After our run-in with the wild dogs and a painful experience there shooting that slug gun off the tailgate of that truck, we decided just to take it easy, lay back for the rest of the afternoon, and kind of get rested and geared up for the next day's hunt. Now that's what we're looking for right there. Big old hog with some big old sharp teeth. Well, we got the 100-grain thunderheads, and we're gonna go see who's got the sharpest. Since we got to do so much walking this morning, we're gonna probably wind up walking a couple of miles. I'm gonna go ahead and mark the truck on our GPS. This is a new eye finder that Lowrance Electronics has come out with. It's the Hunter Edition. This is the ticket, especially if you're hunting on land that you either unfamiliar with or you just haven't hunted there before. In an area this big and there's no roads to get your bearings on, I mean, you can get twisted up. So, but not with you when you got one of these things. Plus, it's great for scouting, for a scouting tool, because you can mark where you find rubs and scrapes, where you want to hang a stand and everything, and then you can come back and zoom out and look at where your sign is concentrated. It's an awesome addition to your hunting equipment. I'm gonna go ahead and mark the truck. And there it is. All right, we got the truck marked, and we got a lot of walking to do. Let's get after it. We're gonna head on up around the mountain there. Well, it's our last morning hunt, and I'm going to give the bow one more try this morning. And today we're headed completely to the other side of this ranch, and we're going to get into some real thick timber. There's a lot of thick brush piles and big briar patches that these hogs really like to bed in. And so we're going to try our hand at some spot and stalk. This is exactly what we've been looking for. Come here, let me show you something. Much like a buck, white-tailed deer rubs a tree, and you can tell that he's been there, obviously. There's this right here. You see how this bark is worn smooth, and it's got mud on this tree up to about right here, which is a pretty big size pig.
because they get the mud on them from wallers and stuff, and they come by when that mud dries and it starts to itch. They come by and they scratch themselves or rub up against these trees. And the taller the mud on the tree, the bigger the pig. So, and they look like they've been coming by here a lot because they've got this bark worn pretty smooth. And there's some big pigs in this area because that mud's that tall. That's a pretty good sized dude right there. So we gotta be careful. We're gonna be quiet and slip on up this creek bottom. All right, this hog's got right here in front of us. There was a bunch more bedded down right here. There might still be one or two bedded down. I don't know if we ought to slip up to the field or go down through here. If we go down through here, it's so loud, but that's the direction that we're going. Let's make some ground and get up here to where it's, is it grass? Maybe it's quieter. We can slip up on them if they slow down. But I'm gonna be watching real close, and I think right there might be another one. All we can do is try.
Well, by the time we made it up to that field where I was hoping those hogs would come across in front of us, they'd actually cut below us, gone through some real thick stuff, and crossed over to some other property. So we kind of had to let them move on. Well, we regrouped, went across the field there, and as soon as we got into the timber on the other side, we started finding a lot of fresh sign.
We came through here, and I'm finding the same sign again. And it's fresh, and I crouch down. You can see right here, and there's some mud on this tree. It's dry, but it hadn't been rubbed off yet. And all these trees have it on it. And so I knew it hadn't been very long since the hog's been here. We slipped up right here, and right here in front of me is a fresh waller, an active waller where they've been hitting it. So with the fresh sign, the waller, the mud on the tree, those hogs are pretty close. Just trying to spot one bedded down is tough.
You know, there's certain things that can really make or break your hunt. And these new eye finders from Lowrance really helped make this hunt come together. You know, as we were hunting, we were able to find sign, mark it down, move on, find more sign, and mark it down. And at the end of the morning hunt, we were able to look back at all the sign we had found all morning long and figure out exactly where we thought we needed to be to close the deal on the last afternoon there. And the very first waller that we had come across that morning, we just knew that this was the prime mud hole to be sitting at.
That gets everything. All right, what we've done, we swapped the bow for the rifle, and it's the last afternoon. It's gonna get dark on us in about 2.5 hours. What we're gonna do this morning, we found some really good, really fresh wallers. We marked them on the GPS on the eye finder here. So I'm gonna pull those up, and we came in a different way, and I'm gonna find them with this thing. We're gonna go sit up next to those this afternoon because the sign this morning was so fresh. I have a good feeling they're gonna be hitting it back in there this afternoon. We'll try it. And here we go. And we need to go right this way. Come on. Right on the other side of this brush right here. Did you see him? What? Where is he? I'm wondering if we should go back it out in that big opening, see if we can't see him out there. All right, those hogs were right there, and they're moving this direction. There's a big opening out here. I don't know, it's worth a shot. We're gonna go back out the way we came in. See if we can't head them off or catch them out in the opening. We gotta be quiet, but we gotta move, so let's go. right down in there. You can hear them running around. Did you hear that? They're right there. They're right there. I just can't see them. You see the big one in the back? They're gonna come across this opening. Right here, right here. Stay on. You got it. There it is. See it right there? That's one. It just crashed. See, it's laying right over there kicking. It's down. That one's smoked. Pork loin, anyone? You got it. Man, we have been at this for 2 days straight. We've been all over this place. It's been a lot of fun though. We've been on a lot of hogs. Last afternoon classic. Here he comes, come right in, offer me a good shot. And down right over there. Come on, let's go check it out. And there he is right there. That dude didn't go 15 yards. I'll have to let Palo know his 22-250 did a pretty good job on the little bullet, but fast and accurate. Oh, she is out. All right. Gun down right there. Perfect size eating right there, my friends. Not too big, just right. Old feral hog. Got a lot of them out here, that's for sure. Let's see, that's a shot on the side of. Hit her on. And it didn't come out. Oh well. Quick recovery. That's good. Thank you, Lord, so much for the opportunity and the good table fare. This is a good eating size right here. But don't think it's just shooting fish in a barrel, because we have been hard at it. A lot of work, but it pays off. And like I said, in the end, great experience, a lot of fun, and ultimately, good table fare. So, alrighty, we gotta get this joker cleaned and get her out of here. Good deal. Man, how long has it been since I stood right here in front of this green screen and shot that show? I mean, it seems like a lifetime ago that we put that show together.
It's a lot of changes.
Yes, and thankfully, one of those changes, are the amount of people that believe in Inside Outdoors TV.
That's right. Our sponsors especially.
Yeah, like our sponsors. I mean, we've got some great sponsors that have signed on, and it's because of them that we've got where we are.
That's right, and going from a 20-pound camera to a 6-pound camera?
That shoots a lot better picture.
No kidding.
That was definitely a change for the better.
Yeah. And you look a lot different back then, too.
What are you trying to say?
Well, you hadn't shot a...
But I can still shoot pretty good.
I gotta get inside